Assalamualaikum, मैं हूँ साइमा. Welcome to this class on the present perfect continuous tense, which is also called the present perfect progressive tense. Its one tense is just has two names. Now, the present perfect continuous tense, an advanced tense, and the fact that you are watching this video tell me that you are already at a high level of English. So that's the great thing, and it's excellent to have reached that stage. What I will do in this class is to explain to you exactly what this tense is, when we use it, how we use it, so that you can start to speak and write more comfortably and confidently using this tense. Let's get started. So the present perfect continuous tense is a special tense in terms of time. Why? Because it connects or link both the present and the past. It doesn't talk only about the present or only about the past. It connects them. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूस टेंस ये एक स्पेशल टेंस है टाइम के हवाले से, क्योंकि ये एक कनेक्शन प्रोवाइड करता है प्रेजेंट, हाल और पास्ट, माजी के दरमियान होने वाली एक्टिविटीज़ के दरमियान. ना कि सिर्फ प्रेजेंट की बात करता है और ना ही सिर्फ पास्ट की बात करता है. लेट्स सी हाउ इट्स कनेक्ट देम. सो इट्स टॉक अबाउट एन एक्शन दैट स्टार्टेड इन द पास्ट एंड स्टिल कंटिन्यू नाउ. मतलब कोई भी एक्शन जो कि माजी में शुरू हुआ लेकिन वो अभी भी प्रेजेंट में जारी है, कंटिन्यू है. Look at example to understand exactly how it works. So I have written two sentences here. They are formed two different tenses, but let's look at them and see how they are different. So the first sentence, I have cooked dinner. The second sentence is, I have been cooking dinner. So what's the difference between these two sentences? Is there a difference? Not just in the words, but I mean in the meaning. Is there a difference in the meaning? Yes, there is a difference. Because if I say, I have cooked dinner, it means I cooked in it the past and now it's ready. Okay, I don't have to cook anymore. I am finished. अगर मैं कहती हूँ I have cooked dinner, तो इसका मतलब है कि मैंने डिनर तैयार कर लिया था. अब वो तैयार है, मुझे मज़ीद पकाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. And when I say I have cooked dinner, I am only interested in the result, which is that I don't need to cook anymore. I am done. But if I say I have been cooking dinner, that means I started cooking in the past and I am still cooking now. I haven't finished. I am still continuing to cook. I am not done yet. लेकिन अगर हम कहते हैं कि I have been cooking dinner, तो इसका मतलब है कि मैंने माजी में कुकिंग स्टार्ट की और अभी तक मैं कुकिंग कर रही हूँ, ये मुकम्मल नहीं हुई है. So in this one, first of all, there is a difference because I am not finished and still continuing, and second because the focus is more on the process, on the activity, not so much on the result. Okay, so this second one that we looked at, I have been cooking dinner, is the tense we are learning here. There is the present perfect continuous tense. That the first example you looked at was the present perfect tense by itself. So let's just take a quick look at the how this tense is formed. So you have the subject I, you, we, they, he, she, it, and you have two helping verbs, have been and has been. You can use this right now because let's say you started learning English in the past, you are still continuing now. So you could say, I have been learning English for some time. So you have been learning, we have been learning, they have been learning. But here we have to change it little bit. He has been learning, she has been learning, it has been learning. It might be a computer or an artificial intelligence. Okay, so here you see the difference between have been and has been, and we'll be looking at all this much more in detail as we go forward. Now let's look at when to use the present perfect continuous tense. So I said earlier you can use it for something that started in the past and still continues. Now for example, we have been working on this project for 7 months. What does that mean? We started working in the past 7 months ago and we have been working and working and working and working. So therefore You can say we have been working mean it started in the past and continue in the present, that combine the past and the present. We could also say sea level has been rising. So where is the tense? Right here, have been rising. Next, we can also use the present perfect continuous tense to talk about something that started in the past and it just finished recently. I know I told you that it continues, but really it was continuing and continuing and continuing until just now. For example, let's say that you are trying to reach your friend and you are calling them and calling them. You have been calling and then haven't answered and you are getting a little bit worried and finally your friend calls and you say, "Hey, where have you been? I have been calling you for an hour." That means you are calling in all the time in the past, including almost just now until the friend called. So here I have been calling. Another example for that kind, we have been waiting for you. So let's say you are at a restaurant and you are supposed to meet this friend. You have been waiting and waiting and waiting and your friend not coming. And finally your friend shows up and you said, "Where have you been? We have been waiting for you." That means you were waiting all the time in the past till now. So therefore we can use have been waiting in this situation. Okay? You can also use this tense with a lots of common expression. Let me show you that what they are. Let's take this sentence. I have been studying for 3 hours. So I have been studying in this tense itself, and the word for is very often used with this tense. Let's look at the other sentence. I have been studying since 6 o'clock. Again, this is the tense and the word now is since. So what's the difference between for and since? So for is talking about a period of time and since is talking about point in time. Since 6 o'clock. Let's say it's 9 o'clock now. I have been studying for 3 hours, or I have been studying since 6 o'clock. Another expression, it has been raining all day. This is the tense and this is the expression. We could say all day, all night, all morning, all afternoon, all evening, doesn't matter, but anything like that which suggests a period of time and that something can continue during the period. Another one is, she has been exercising a lot lately and recently. And recently means in the short time before now. So there is the expression, okay, lately and recently has been exercising in this tense itself. So these are the main situation in which we can use this tense. Now let's look at how we form the present perfect continuous tense, which is also called the present perfect progressive tense. So basically we are taking the subject have been, has been plus verb plus ing. For positive sentence, we take subject I, you, we, they. We say something like this. I have been working, you have been working, we have been working, they have been working. But for he, she, it, we have to change it a little bit. Then we have to say he has been working, she has been working, it has been working. That's a positive sentence. Now let's look at the negative sentence. We would just add basically the word not. So you would say, I have not been working, you have not been working, we have not been working, they have not been working. And if we want to shorten that or contract it, then have to become haven't. So you could say, I haven't been working. And most of the time in conversation that what we use this contraction a lot. Next, let's look at what happened for he, she and it. There also we are adding not. So we could say he has not been working, she has not been working, it has not been working. After contracted has not become hasn't. Next, let's look at what happened when we form questions. First, we have have. Have you been working? Have we been working? Have they been working? It's the same for everyone. Has he been working? Has she been working? Has it been working? And if you want to add question words, you could say, where have you been working? Why have you been working? How long have you been working? I give you example of the word save. You have been saving money. You haven't been saving money. Have you been saving money? Or take an irregular verb like think. I have been thinking about changing my job. I haven't been thinking about changing my job. Have you been thinking of changing your job? So whether it's a regular verb or an irregular verb, it's going to follow exactly this pattern. Now let's do some practice. So what I have done is I have written some phrases, some sentences, and we are going to take these phrases and change them into present perfect, progressive or continuous. And first we'll make positive sentence, then we'll make negative ones, then we'll make question. So let me show you an example with number 1. They watch. If you want to change into present perfect continuous, what does it become? They have been watching. Let's do number 2. She sleeps. She has been sleeping. Number 3. It works. It has been working. You attend. You have been attending. Number 5. We pay. We have been paying. He teaches. He has been teaching. They go. They have been going. She organizes. She has been organizing. Now let's make them negative. They watch. They have not been watching. She sleeps. She has not been sleeping. It works. It has not been working. You attend. You have not been attending. We pay. We have not been paying. He teaches. He has not been teaching. They go. They have not been going. She organizes. She has not been organizing. Now this is the full sentences in the present perfect continuous tense. 2 sentences and we are going to make them negative. Then we are going to make a question. They have been living in Turkey. Make it negative. They have not been living in Turkey. Make it question. Have they been living in Turkey? Number 10 is he has been reading. Make it negative. He has not been reading. Make it question. Has he been reading? So I hope student you understood this tense. If you want to take it a little bit further practice, now use this tense, use some examples. What have you been doing recently? Write about yourself, write a few things. Okay, what have you been studying recently? What have you been learning recently? What have you been watching? Write some sentences about yourself, about family member and about your friends, and this way you will really master this tense. Thank you very much for watching. All the best with your English.